It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
Last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Lawrence as he started off looking like a budding superstar, but then he suffered an ankle injury and was a shell of himself the rest of the way. His team needs him to stay healthy if they plan on maximizing their full potential. And if that ends up being the case, they'll have a good shot to win a lot of games here in 2024.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Over the middle, it's Thomas.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. And they'll end up with a football inside the 45 on their side of the field. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Stroud to throw it.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
In motion right, that's Dell. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Three 0 our score as we ready for the dynamic kickoff. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Now Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
On the return is Sims.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mixon. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Mixon, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon
punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Ten 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Etienne up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brian Thomas, 43 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Throwing now is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 5. Stroud out of the gun here.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Stroud will look to throw once more.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jags offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Lawrence going to throw again.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Mixing up the middle. Nifty move. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
To Mixon on the check down. No gain, and it's second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Take Dell.
A 5-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you take a look at the numbers, not much to complain about on that ledger. He has been terrific to this point in the proceedings.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now Lawrence.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They go play action with Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And his throw here's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jags are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And Stroud now to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Stroud to throw it. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Duvernay in motion. Now Lawrence.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
35 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive span plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing now is Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards, and 3rd and 8 now.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Joe Mixon.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans had 6 to their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Lawrence to throw.
And Thomas has it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Henry To'oTo'o there to bring him down defensively.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's taken in by Duvernay.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas.
63 yards.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
96 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. In motion right here, Washington.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll run with Etienne. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the 50.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep.
It'll be a gain of 5 at its second down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Washington.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devin Duvernay from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Stroud to throw it.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Third and 3.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again.
And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Second and 11. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.